Chapter 359, Numinous Treasures Fight. I've just advanced. I'm not its match. The Black Dragon spoke. Numinous treasures already had sentience and could differentiate between the strong and the weak. What Emperor Qian was worried about still happened. His expression was solemn. The strength of the Dharma treasures is one thing, but the key is the right time, place, and people. These are not on their side. I've just awakened my intelligence, so I can't damage my source. It's best if the three of you activate me together. The Black Dragon looked at the other two elders of the royal family. His meaning was obvious. One Qian Emperor was not enough. At least 3 soul transformations cultivators were needed to unleash more than half of its power. Yuhua only has 2 people to activate the broken Numinous treasures. Even if the broken furnace looks like it has been repaired a lot, it shouldn't be stronger than the 3 of us working together. Qian Wuji stood up and stepped into the sky. The 2 white-haired elders on his left and right followed closely behind. The Black Dragon spear transformed into a black dragon and flew up. Since that trash had revealed its aura, it would definitely attack soon. Around the palace, the battle between the demonic sects and the cultivators of Great Qian had already reached its climax. Both sides were fighting back and forth. The gap between the 2 sides wasn't too big. The true outcome of the war was a battle at the top level. Emperor Qian stood beside the Black Dragon and looked into the distance quietly. Suddenly, his nomological power erupted, and his aura instantly became sharp. Ahaha, it's been 3,000 years. I can finally teach you guys from Great Qian a lesson. Amidst his laughter, a huge furnace flew over from afar. It was actually laughing arrogantly. Those who did not know better would think that it was a high-level cultivator. A terrifying heat wave swept over with the furnace. The temperature in the entire imperial city rose out of thin air, as if summer had arrived. The fire spiritual key in the world gathered crazily at this moment, turning into a special domain. Everyone's heart sank as they felt immense pressure. When the demonic sects found out that they were on the same side, their aura surged and suppressed the cultivators of Great Qian who were affected. All kinds of violent spells collided, and Dharma treasures kept colliding. The intensity of the battle rose to another level. When Emperor Qian saw the state of the purgatory demonic furnace, his expression changed drastically and he lost his composure. How is that possible? How can a lousy furnace like you recover so much? Oh no, this lousy furnace's grade is already high. Even if it hasn't completely recovered, it's still much stronger than our newly born Black Dragon. However, why don't I see that green flame demon venerable? One of the 2 elders of the royal family had a dark expression and the other was checking if Green Flame Demon Venerable was lying in ambush. Who are you calling a lousy furnace? It'll burn your place to the ground later and refine you into human-shaped Dharma treasures. Let's see if you still dare to talk nonsense to me. The purgatory demonic furnace glanced sideways. Perhaps it was because it was bursting with confidence, but it actually cursed directly at the Emperor Qian. Chinayawan Dragon, you are unlucky this time. Lord Demonic Furnace has recovered so much. So what if you nurture a trashy numinous treasure? Demon Venerable Yuhua laughed mockingly. Don't think that I don't know that you use demon spirits to forcefully nurture Dharma treasures and artifact spirits. Do such fusion monsters deserve to be called numinous treasures? Roar! The Black Dragon was looked down upon and let out a deafening roar. The surrounding world darkened as a black pillar of light blasted towards Demon Venerable Yuhua. Little fellow, you have to show respect to your senior. Otherwise, it'll refine you and eat you. The purgatory demonic furnace shook slightly, and a pillar of fire blasted over. Darkness and flames crazily corroded each other, but the darkness was ultimately dispersed by the flames. The pillar of fire rushed towards the Black Dragon unstoppably. Emperor Qian and the 2 elders hurriedly formed hand seals and landed beside the Black Dragon. They injected all their nomological power into it, causing the Black Dragon's body to expand. It raised its claw and blocked the pillar of light. Boom! Violent collision caused an energy explosion. The Black Dragon, the Qian Emperor, and the other 2 retreated one after another. It was obvious who was stronger. The disadvantage from the initial contact made the cultivators of Great Kion feel terrible. They did not expect the incomplete numinous treasures of the demonic sect to be so ferocious. No, perhaps they should not be called incomplete numinous treasures now. If Emperor Kion and the others really lost, it would be a huge blow to their morale. They would probably be defeated today. Demon Venerable Yuhua laughed loudly. You guys are nothing. My Lord Purgatory Demonic Furnace is already stronger than ordinary inferior grade numinous treasures. Before restoration, fellows comparable to the late-stage soul transformation realm were easily burned to death. Not to mention now, with the help of this newborn numinous treasure, you can only last a little longer. Surrender, maybe it'll give you a chance to be dogs. Emperor Kion was shocked and furious. Why is this lousy furnace so damn powerful? It's indeed a famous Dharma treasure from the ancient era. The three of us might not be able to block it even if we use the Black Dragon Spear. Your Majesty, there's no rush. He's alone now. The more powerful the numinous treasures are, the greater the consumption. He won't be able to last long. That's right, that green flame demon hasn't come out yet. If he's not lying in ambush, something must have happened. Weren't there battle fluctuations outside the city previously? It's most likely related to his disappearance. After all, the two elders had lived for a long time and gave suggestions from the side. Emperor Kion's gaze shifted as he calmed down. Could it be that he was killed by someone or used as a sacrifice for this lousy furnace? No, if it's not human blood that is used to repair this numinous treasure, something must have happened. He quickly found information that was beneficial to him, which was that Demon Venerable Yuhua was alone and would not be able to last long. Although numinous treasures had intelligence and could attack and recover on their own, they still needed the help of cultivators. Otherwise, it would be difficult for them to fight for a long time alone. Demon Venerable Yuhua also knew his disadvantage. He secretly said, "To the Purgatory Demonic Furnace, your consumption has increased too much. I can't last long. Let's end this quickly." I know. It's all your fault for being too weak. You can't let me unleash my full strength and kill everyone. The Purgatory Demonic Furnace replied unhappily, "If there's really no other way, let the Sky Demon Saint come. He has the right to activate me. He's still recovering from his injuries and is restoring. There's no hurry to alarm him." Demon Venerable Yuhua's gaze fluctuated. He was actually unwilling to let the Sky Demon Saint control this furnace. Then, he was most likely not qualified to see it again. It would most likely be snatched away. He took a deep breath and injected his nomological power into the Purgatory Demonic Furnace without holding anything back. He thought to himself, let's just cripple them with one strike. It would be best if we can burn one or two of them to death. The Purgatory Demonic Furnace sucked lightly. Demon Venerable Yuhua's face turned pale as his nomological power was easily devoured. He hurriedly took out a spirit pill and ate it to recover his restoration nomological power. Otherwise, it would be a little difficult for him to maintain his current state. Damn it, my cultivation level is still too low. After all, numinous treasures are weapons above the void refinement realm. It still consumes too much energy for me. If only Senior Master hadn't been killed by that fellow. Demon Venerable Yuhua cursed in his heart. If Green Flame Demon Venerable was here, not only would he be able to attack one more time, but the power he could unleash would also be greater. With the help of Yuhua's nomological power, the Purgatory Demonic Furnace rumbled, and flames spewed out of the mouth of the furnace, turning into a sea of fire that surged over. The extremely high temperature evaporated the clouds in the sky. The world lit up, and the buildings on the ground burned. Even the array formation barrier was evaporating. Roar! Emperor Kion and the other two also injected their nomological powers into the Black Dragon Spear with all their might. A 10,000-meter-long black dragon roared and rushed into the sea of fire. A collision that surpassed the soul transformation realm descended into the world. With a bang, the place where the Black Dragon Sea of Fire touched was deafening. In the explosion, the void shattered.